All right, question about number 7 in lesson 7. It's finding the x, y, z intercepts. This is very similar back to grade 9, just a little bit more of an extension because we're in 3 space. All right, so to find an x-intercept, if you recall back to grade 9, we would let y equal 0. But in grade 12, we also have to let z equal 0. Because for an x-intercept to occur, myself one of my awesome 3D sketches that are so helpful. If we want to target or go through the x-axis, that means that my y value would have to be a 0, and the z value would have to be 0, because I need to be on I have to be on the xy plane to start, but I also have to be right on the x-axis. So both my y and z values have to be 0 to hit specifically that x-axis. So that being said, I know y is 0, so if y equals 4 plus t, 0 equals 4 plus t. Solving that, I know that the scalar for this to work, for the y, to make the y value 0, t has to be 4. So I try my z value then. So z equals negative 20 minus 5t. If I set it equal to 0, I'll get 5t equals negative 20. Divide both sides by 5. T equals negative 4. So both both y and z will be 0 when t equals 4. So that means we're going to have an x-intercept. All right. So therefore, x-intercept at t equals negative 4. So we take our x equation, x equals 24 plus 7t, and we find that we get 24 plus 7 times negative 4, which is about negative 28. So we end up with negative 4. So our x-intercept, therefore, x-intercept is negative 4, 0, 0. So all that work was just for the x-intercept. All right, I'll do the y-intercept just for to see if it comes out not being the same here. So same thing as, again, grade 12 extended. Let x equals 0 and z equals 0. So when we do this one, 0, back up step 24, right out the line here. X equals 24 plus 7t. So to make that 0, 24 plus 7t. T is going to equal negative 24 over 7. Checking my z is, well, z we already know. Actually, I don't have to do the work for z because we solved it earlier. Oops, for z. T has to equal negative 4. That's not going to change. All right, so these are not the same, obviously. So if it takes different scalar values to make it work, that means, therefore, no y-intercept exists, because it tells us that the line, the y-axis, and the line are skew. They're not going to intersect or cross. So the t values have to be the same as they were for the x-intercept. We know that z had to be negative 4 to make it 0. X has to be negative 24 over 7. So we can take a wild shot at what's the z-intercept going to be? Well, you can tell right now there's going to be no z-intercept because those values will not be the same. So there is only an x-intercept for this line. Hope that clears it up. If you have any other questions, let me know.